So the next step now, once you're done making all your curves and stuff, you're satisfied where everything is. Next thing you're going to do is you are going to make the pit. So you're going to press F4. You're going to select the line tool. You're going to need to use grid snap for this, and then you're going to start making your pits. So basically, just start making the outline for it and stuff. So in this case, it'll be over here. Any entrances to the pits, make sure you select all of these lines here, because when you go to place grass, if one of them isn't selected, the grass is going to go through the road, and we don't want that. So you can kind of do this. If you want to make something round, you can do that after. We're just doing this right now. Make the small little road here. Of course, once you get better, you'll find better ways to do this, but I'm just showing you the most fast and efficient way, with it looking good but not being the exact best way. So I'm not going to make the full pits that goes all the way out there, but we're just going to make the road kind of. And let's see if there's a building in the way. Just kind of place these lines around the building, and then there's another building there. So just kind of place this around it. And then once you're done, grid snap all of these on. Close, yes. And then if you want to make some certain things round, you can just select them. Make sure your grid snap is off when you go to select them, or when you go to do the Bezier, and make sure it's nice and round. Whoops. You have to make this a Bezier as well. Whoops. Bezier. And there we go. So now it's a bit round. If you want to make both things Bezier, you can just highlight both of them, and then always make sure this is selected here and not the other thing. And if you're satisfied with this, then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have your line selected, rename it to TRKASPH, that way you can drive on it, and then you're going to right click and convert to editable poly, and then it's going to look like this. Now from here, I'll just grab your pavement texture, so in this case, this, and then put UVW map on it, and then we'll put it to 1 and 1. And there we go. Now you have your pits, or your pit area. Next, to make a building, this is where it takes a while. Normally you want to start off with like a box, so make sure you're back in standard. Just create a box kind of like this. Don't worry about the height of it too much yet. And then you're going to isolate it. That way you just have it right here, just like this. Now what you would do is you'd go find a picture of it. So point Peely carding, and then you get an image for it, or other things. Like let's say you want, this is basically, you can use this as an example. So let's say the building kind of looks like this. What you would do is you'd go here, make it a bit more narrow, make it a bit longer, and then a bit more narrow. Oh, that's a bit too long. Let's just, you're going to make that building there. You kind of have to figure out where it is after. Then you go edit poly. Make sure your box steps are all at 1, and then edit poly. And then from here, what you would do is you'd click on Swift Loop, hold down Shift. That way you can find the center. This is the best way to do it. Just do it like this. Find the center. If I let go of Shift, let's say I have the center here, but my thing's over here. When I let go of Shift, it's going to bring it all the way over here. So you just want to make sure you have it on the center, and then you're going to create that line right there. Now, if you right click out of it, now you'll notice you have these nodes right here in the center. If you select both these nodes, now you can bring them upward to make it like a shed kind of thing. And then if you want to make windows or stuff, then you go back to Swift Loop, put it back to this. If it looks like this, don't worry about it too much. It'll... Oh no, never mind. In this case, what we can do is we can actually just put the segments up to like... Okay, that's not working. Just, you kind of have to play around with it if you want to do it. Like, you see how there's these two sections right here? What we can actually do right here is we can just select both select the roof here, kind of. If we just wanted to attach it that way, it makes it a bit easier, then we can do that. So we don't make it easy to detach it. Okay, let's just do this. Select these two here. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Select the roof, and then we can just detach it for now. So scroll down. Sometimes it might be hidden, so you have to just undo that and then detach it completely, just to make life a bit easier. And then you can go back to this. Make sure you select your box again. Go to Swift Loop. And it's still curved like this, so I'm not sure what's happening over here. Kind of weird. Oh, we can do it like we can do it from the side actually. If you can't get it from the front, you can do it from the side like this, and then we do it like this here, and then one more time up here. That way, when we go to put it back, okay, it's still like this. I'm not sure why it's doing this. But now you see how we have these different sections here. If you keep making more and more of these Swift loops, eventually you'll get it to the right size that you want, and then maybe over here you'll want to put a door, so then you select these two. Obviously you have to play around with this for a while because it's not something you're going to get first try. So let's say this is your building right here and you're satisfied with it enough. Also, there's more tutorials on how to do 3D modeling and stuff, so you can also go look at those. So now you would quickly grab your texture that you want to use. So let's say I want to go use like a container texture kind of to give this look, and then we give it like a roof texture like this, and if we're happy with that, then we take it out of the isolation thing, and then we put the building to where it would go. So in this case, the building would go somewhere over here. You can kind of see it. And then you put the building over there. So that's how you make your pits. And then you do that for other buildings and stuff. So now we can delete it for now because, I mean, we're not going to use that.